Welcome to Life in Envelopes. I am Jennifer Bleecher. This channel is all about planning, budgeting, paying off debt, and hopefully one day retiring early. So if those are topics that you are also interested in, then please subscribe to my channel. Okay, it is time to start a new month of my business budget. If this is your first video you're watching, you can see that last month for take-home pay, we ended with $477 from Etsy. That was after taxes and taxes and expenses came out. And YouTube, we ended with $1,005, which was awesome. We were able to take that money and put it 100% towards our debt snowball. And that was just, I can't even tell you how great that felt. Okay, so let's get into the new month, which is February. I have my new February stickers here. So I did write my information so I can remember. For Etsy, 30% goes to taxes right off the top. 40% I set aside for business expenses. And then the last remaining 30% is my take-home pay. When I get paid from YouTube, I get paid from Etsy once a week. When I get paid from YouTube once a month, 30% is set aside for taxes right away, and then 70% is my take-home pay because I currently don't have any expenses for YouTube. I did want to show you really quickly too. I did go and track all of my expenses, my business expenses on one of my printables for the month of January. I'm not really sure if I'm going to do anything with this in future videos. I don't know. Do you guys want to see like the supplies I'm buying, like where my money is going? I don't know if that's something that's interesting to you guys or not, or if you just want to know the total numbers. So if you would like to see where I'm spending my money on the business side, let me know and I will add that to our weekly check-ins. I'll let you know what I'm buying. Okay, so this kit is called Pretty Peonies. It is available in my Etsy shop, Life in Envelopes. There is a link down below to the shop as well as a 15% off discount code. I am using this personal planner from Amazon, and I'll also be using today my Pilot friction pen from Amazon as well. These two are in my Amazon storefront, and there's a link in the description box below. I am also using the matching printable envelopes to this set here, which is available as a printable in my Etsy shop. Okay, so let's jump right in. What is today? Today is February 2nd. And I received a check from Etsy in the amount of $454, which is awesome. Thank you guys so much for supporting me by purchasing items from my Etsy shop. I cannot just tell you guys how much I appreciate you. I appreciate you so, so much. So right now my monthly total for income before everything's taken out is $454. Okay, so let's take a look at taxes. We're going to set aside 30% for taxes. So February 2nd, source is Etsy. Amount for taxes, 30% of $454. So 454 times 0.3 is 136. So 136 is how much we're going to set aside for taxes this week, bringing our total to 136 because this is the first week in February. Now I took the money out of these envelopes for taxes and take-home pay. I took those out and deposited them in the bank today because I'm going to do that at the end of every month. So taxes, we need to put in 136. So we've got 1, 20, 35, 36. Okay, I like to organize the bills from largest to small, so it just makes it easier for me to count. So we have 1, 20, 130, 135, 136. I was trying something new with these envelopes. So they have a flap that comes over the back, but I glued the flap down to see if it'd be easier to put money in and out. Yes, okay, it's definitely easier to stick it in, and let's see, I think it's gonna stay in there too. It's not gonna like fall out. So we'll see how that goes. I missed that for my other envelopes of being able to just stick it right in. Okay, so let's move on to expenses. So February 2nd, Etsy. We're going to set aside 40% of the check for expenses. So starting with $454, multiply that times 0.4. We need to set aside $182 for expenses. And this I just leave in the account so that when I want to go and make a purchase for my business, the money is right there available. By the way, speaking of purchases, I finally got the Budget Mom box set so that I can start making stickers for it. I mean, I finally ordered it. It hasn't arrived yet. So those will be coming very soon. Okay, let's move on to the weekly check-in. So this is where I take my income, which was $454. I write the date. I like to write the date on the first line and then the equation on the second line. So $454 minus expenses, so minus $182, minus taxes, which is $136, will equal our take-home pay. The reason why I do this is because even though take-home pay is approximately 30%, because I round up, sometimes it's not exactly 30%, sometimes it's a little bit less. So let's do the math. 454 minus 182 equals 272 minus 136, equals 136. So in this case, it did actually end up being exactly 30%. So my take-home pay for this week, February 2nd, See, this is why I need the erasable pen. Okay, so the source was Etsy. The amount was $136, bringing our grand total to $136. Okay, let's go ahead and add that to my take-home pay envelope. So 100, 120, 125, 130, 131, 132, 133, 134, 135, 136. Okay, good. I got the right amount from the bank. Okay, so that's how I do my weekly check-in each week for my Etsy and YouTube income. This has been a really fun video series to check in with you guys once a week and show you how much more we make, the growth over the month. So I hope that you will join me again next week as we add another Etsy income. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, will you please give it a thumbs up? And I will see you all again next time. Bye, everyone.